listening to Final Frontier News. From the furthest reaches of the universe to the innermost depths of the mind, this is Final Frontier News.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Final Frontier News. It has been quite a while. I promise that we are working very hard to establish a pattern, and with people's availability here on the show, it has changed, but I promise we will get a more consistent broadcast coming soon. So please, for the hardcores of Final Frontier News, do not go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. This is something that connects to our speakings and talk of Tesla. We've spoken a lot about innovation and how the country really should be able to go towards new energy building in ways and things like this. And very interestingly enough, Elon Musk is heading to Trump Tower with other tech executives, I suppose, to possibly propose things to Trump, but I don't know the exact details of this yet. The meeting of tech elite with Trump's chief staff, Reince Priebus, and son-in-law Jared Kushner. Invites flew out to the big names like Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg, Apple CEO Tim Cook, and Alphabet CEO Larry Page, all whom will be attending the Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, and there's a few other things as well related to this that I'm pulling up. There's many websites covering this, including Inhabit.com. The Musk invitation, they say, is no surprise, is what the article reads. Many high-profile executives coming from Silicon Valley. Musk did not support Trump in the election. Bloomberg reported Musk was among the prominent technology executives who donated money to Hillary Clinton's campaign. In a CNBC interview in earlier November, Musk said of Trump, he doesn't seem to have the sort of character that reflects well in the United States. But a few days after that interview, Trump won the electoral votes. He won the election. And this is very interesting. Well-known entrepreneurs, venture capitalists, and are showing up to this event, are showing up to this meeting. The fact that Elon Musk is going to be there is very, very interesting, and I think great. And I hope that, I hope that Donald Trump ends up proving him wrong and proving many people wrong. I hope he proves everyone wrong. I hope he proves me wrong. Because I'm someone who was very skeptical of everybody. I wasn't very happy. I was certainly not happy with Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump, I applauded his outbursts and there were a few times when he was, I think, overboard, unfortunately for some people in May. But I think that the country right now is just so sick of the PC culture that we've turned into, and is very sick of it. They're just sick of the polite and the be carefuls. They want an in-your-face guy like Donald Trump who's going to get things done. So what if he insults a few people along the way, as long as he gets things done? And hopefully it's the things that we all want to happen to get done for Donald Trump, and hopefully he makes it to the White House and doesn't get attacked or something crazy. It is kind of funny when he keeps having these meetings at Trump Tower. I just find it funny that these people keep marching up to the tower as if it's almost like out of a movie or a weird, I don't know. He looks like the bad dinosaur guy in Super Mario Brothers movie, that terrible movie that came out so long ago. But we spoke so much about Tesla in the past episodes of Final Frontier News that the type of technology that could be on the way on the other side here, if we could creep up on it in a good way and utilize it the correct way, it would be so good for this country. Get away from oil, okay? And I believe we should get oil. We should go, without having to drill through Native Americans' properties and things like that. Go get some oil and store the oil in case we ever need it for other things. There may be there's tons of things that we could utilize oil for that are much less. And off the top of my head right now, the examples escape me, but there's so many things that use a little bit of oil where we would never use up the resource for the most part if we were to drill it. It's not even close to the amount that we'd use on all of our cars. From almost all of our cars using it, slowly, and it would take time because there'd still be those people that say, I don't drive that electrical crap, or I don't drive that, air powered, water powered, whatever the vehicle is powered by. I drive the oil, I drive the gas. But what you would do is, it would be so easy at that time. Like, say you made a vehicle able to run on some sort of on water and electricity, which is a deadly combination, or just on electricity and things like that. I know that right now things are really expensive, but if you were to open up enough, charging stations, say, and able to charge people for it, and charge people much less than gas. Like, charge your entire car, charge your car for, I don't know the numbers, and that's my fault for not doing the research, and I will try to bring those numbers to you guys, but I wonder how long the electronic car or the electric car can run versus a car with gas. And if it's half as much, is it almost the same? Is it much less than that? Whatever it is, if it's a quarter or a half or as much, how many miles can you get out of the car? I don't know. But if you can make charging stations more, or charging battery packs too, if they ever come up with that where you can stick a battery pack in or have a charger, you know what I mean? Something that was so powerful with electricity and charge that you could literally just go out of your car and push it into the side of the car, and it just, bam, it jolts the car with another, 10 miles or something, and you could sell those packs to people. There's just all kinds of, they could do that stuff. There's all kinds of possibilities for making money, and the American people would pay about half as much to start, unless they go the other way with overcharging people. But I think the key to success in this is to undercharging people. We are so strapped for money, and gas is something that's been a problem. Now it's gone back down over the last few years. Have been much better, so much better than they were. That maybe people aren't thinking of gas as much any longer, but the good thing is, if they did this and they lowered it, it would be like, oh wow, I can drive my car for only $20 a month now. I was paying, $200 to $300 a month before. Now it's only going to cost me $20 a month. So, you may find yourself people looking for those electronic cars, and if you were to make the cars, half price or something like that. They went down in price. I think that's always been the flaw, that the car was, it's not like, when CDs came out and they were more expensive, that was different. It's a different price level. Okay, I don't want to buy cassettes for whatever. I'm going to go buy a CD player for $500 rather than buy a tape player for $80 to so it's the same, but with cars, it's so much money that it's not attracting enough people. It's sold as like a sort of an upscale thing, like wow, they're driving a Tesla, it's so, and I think although that's great, and I get that marketing strategy and the elegance, or the intrigue to want to drive it, even I want to do that stuff, and because it's just so cool. But if you could somehow market it as, no, this is the economical thing to do. First of all, you're not going to mess up the environment, really. Second of all, you're going to cut your bills in half. And, if you can show that to people without inconvenience, as long as they're not inconvenience, as long as, you get those charging stations going, maybe, because if anybody has to worry about where they're going to charge their car, or, do they have chargers available, or they have battery packs, if they have to start worrying about that stuff, they're not going to do that, Now, because what happens if you drive the car to somewhere and then there's no charging and you're screwed, So there's all these different questions and there's all these different things, but I hope this stuff moves forward. In the past, under a Republican, many times I'd be very scared for science and for innovation like this. But I think Donald Trump I believe he's more open-minded, and he comes from the outside, and that's what I like about him. As long as he keeps to that, I think we could be in good shape. If he could add to what Obama did, forget all the bad things that Obama did, if he could add to the good things that Obama did and make them better, or take some of the things that were bad and make them better, if he can improve things that Obama did and innovate a little bit, this will be amazing. It really will be amazing if he does it. If he's unable to, because people fight with him and things like that. I mean, first of all, I think he's going to get angry. I think he's going to be he may scare people into doing stuff. You know, he may get so crazy that like people just feel like we have to say yes to him so he doesn't kill everybody. Maybe, who knows what will happen, but you never know, and it's very interesting, and honestly, that's it. That's all I got on this. This was all I wanted to talk about. I had to make a video, say that I'm back. I will probably put this up on my Shame on News channel and on Final Frontier News, because I thought this was an interesting news section and report. But what do you guys think? I don't know. But I got to get a telescope so bad. Venus has been so beautiful above the sky, especially when I come out of work for my 4 o'clock break. That's my break is at 4 p.m. And Venus is brighter than ever. I can't believe it. It's very similar to when Mars was visible back in 2003. And when I see Venus, and when I see a planet like that, I just I take a breath, and I'm amazed, and I love it. And I wish I knew more about it. I wish we knew more about it. What was to come? What are we here for? What is up there? What has been here? Has there any? There's just so many questions. And we'll get to more of those questions on Final Frontier News in the next episode as I continue to bring the show back and I get a crew together so we can continue this great show and be here with you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Share this video to anyone you think would like, or share this channel to anyone who you think would like the subject matters we talk about here on Final Frontier News. And I will see you next time. Stay tuned for an announcement about Final Frontier News returning soon in the next coming weeks. Stay tuned for more Final Frontier News. Into the depths, into the darkness, into the light, and down the rabbit hole.